Oh, there we go. All right, hello everybody. It is Wednesday nights. We are joined tonight with the Haram Life guys. Say hello.
Yo, 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 yo.
What's up, people?
All
Good
right,
evening, everybody.
good to have you guys on. It's been a well, no, we were just on your show a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Before that, it was like a year.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't have a show back then. We were just two people. Like, hey,
They're like, this sounds fun.
Man, these
What
guys
up,
are doing a good job.
If they can do it.
If these
right?
retards can do it.
Yeah. So it's Wednesday night. We're an hour late this week because these assholes couldn't show up at 7:15 for some reason.
They
Yeah,
live
we're on the East Coast.
Just-
I'm in Jersey battling drones here, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah.
I'm on the front line.
An
over
invasion
here.
lab.
I know,
Okay.
right? Oh, I know. I'm such an asshole.
But
I'm actively trying to seduce the drones so they can take me, and then I can really give you the inside story. Then
You should be streaming from outside right now.
Yeah, I should be going live.
Right.
It's raining out there. It's cold, bro. Fuck that.
Oh, don't do that.
Well,
That sounds
alright.
terrible.
Aliens don't go out in the cold. It's well known.
Yeah, it's a bye week. It's bye week today for the
Shout
aliens.
out to John Concannon too. He dropped it. Johnny Cups in the house. One of my boys. Yeah, I got it sharing everywhere. So what's going on, guys?
Oh, it's not much, man. I am sick as a dog right now, so I'm gonna try not to cough into this microphone too much.
Yeah, the
I'm
old
gonna-
HIV.
Try to be, well,
Yeah, it's the
I'm gonna-
gonosyphil herpes. You
yeah,
know,
that's what he got.
I was in that 100-man lineup.
Oh yeah, what number were you?
I was number 75.
It's
It's a
good
oh,
number.
man. Yeah,
It's a good number.
it was a 99. But
The vagina's like sandpaper.
yeah. Oh yeah.
At that
Yeah.
point. I've been down that road. She said
Well,
stop, but I said I'm almost done.
Yeah. A little longer. Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
I just, possibly the most broken female on the planet right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. She's I guess we could get right into
Yeah,
this.
I
This
guess
is one
we'll
of our
just-
topics for the night. Might
I
as well
guess
get
that's
right into
where
it.
we'll start.
But yeah, she's gonna jump off a bridge or something soon. It's always
Right.
the way with them. You can see it clicked in her head when she was doing that like interview afterward, and she was like, "It was great. It was empower," and she started crying. It was
Well,
just
set
like,
it up for everybody that doesn't know what we're talking about. For those.
Oh
that
yeah,
don't know.
pull it up.
Oh.
Pull it up so we can.
oh yeah, okay. Let me.
Oh, there we go. It's
It's nice. I don't have to do this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you don't have to do any of
I don't
that.
have to. I can just sit back and try
Yeah.
to be funny tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need.
I know.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
I
know
got
you
it.
got
I'm just being retarded here.
That's okay.
I'm trying to get used to using this.
The streamer.
Yeah.
setup.
I went to hit my stream deck here, and I'm like, oh wait, that's not set up for this.
That's not the buttons.
So this girl's the OnlyFans creator, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
well. Not only is she OnlyFans, but like, I guess the story gets darker because like her mom is her money manager and
God
like
damn.
sets all this shit up for her and whatnot. So she is like,
What in the
spiritually-
Chris Jenner?
Yeah, I was saying that's a Chris Jenner situation, right?
Wow. This
Yeah.
is so haram. What's the
Uh,
website?
it's OnlyFans. So Lily Phelps breaks down in tears while reflecting on sleeping with 100 men in 24 hours. I guess it was a 14-hour stint.
100 men. in 24 hours,
Well,
14-hour
Thank
shift.
you.
Oh yeah, we can play the video of this girl here crying about it.
We definitely can.
I think sometimes like
Why
feeling
is
so
it-
like
wait.
robotic.
Why do I have no
Like
audio?
by the I think
Probably
like the
I hear it.
30th
Little volume button.
You
when
hear
we're
it?
getting on a
I don't
bit,
I
hear it.
hear it. I
I've
hear
got
it.
like
Yeah,
a
we hear it.
routine of like how we're
Okay.
gonna do
Why
this,
can't I
and like
hear
it just
That's
sometimes
insane.
you'd like
Oh, I know why I
disassociate
can't
and be
hear
like, you know, like it's not like normal things at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10
No.
guys that I remember, and that's it.
Oh my
I don't know.
goodness.
She got
It's just-
she
I don't know,
got
it's
to
just
number
weird, isn't
10.
it?
She
Like,
was like,
if I
"Holy shit,
didn't,
it's
if I
gonna be a
didn't have
long
the
day."
videos,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known
Yes.
I've done 100. You know,
This is terrible.
but yeah.
And this is
I think that was kind of the hard
one of the
part
biggest
of,
stories.
like,
So everybody's watching this.
conversing with
Hopefully they
them.
learn from it.
And like,
Yeah, hopefully they take
Like,
something
when they'd
from
kind
it.
of be
Like, don't
like,
fucking
I like
do
the
"Oh,
it.
like,
whores
we've
that
only
have
had
slept
2
with 100
minutes off,
guys
we
and we don't
this,
know
we
about it.
Nobody would know.
message."
Yeah.
How many
The good old days.
how many
Yeah.
of these guys went in there like demanding to finish? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's
I
no
don't
way
even-
she thought that every single guy was going to finish. It was probably just going to be a couple pumps here and there. That's it. Next guy in. No,
Oh,
bro.
I don't
Guys
think
don't operate. There's no way guys would have enjoyed
That's
to hear that.
very-
Yeah.
That is a very naive mentality. to
Yeah,
have
also-
going in.
You can't really claim to have slept with 100 dudes in a whatever period if you're not letting them finish.
Yeah.
Legend has a nice comment in the chat.
Oh goodness. If my mother were alive, I was single, I would let her run my OnlyFans. My mom was excellent with money. She'd also have my calendar full with 6 to 10 broads from Friday karaoke.
That I
I-
could say he's right. She definitely would.
I kind of like if you want anybody to be your manager, I guess it would be your mom.
Not when it
No,
comes to this
like-
kind of stuff, man.
If it was
But
the other way around, like
This kind of stuff, you don't want that.
let's say
You don't
I'm gonna
want-
say I'm gonna bang 100 women today. What would those women look like?
Yeah, exactly,
Right.
bro. Like, yeah,
I'll-
yeah,
The girl who signs up, yeah.
yeah. Like, what exactly? What kind of what's the quality of
Number
woman?
5 will fall
Yeah,
off tremendously.
probably all like
yeah.
Taiwanese. Like,
Yeah.
like you're not doing that in the States, bro.
Oh, Reef
No,
is so
it's
big.
It's not going to be Taiwanese. It's going to be like weird. Oh gosh, It's going to be the weird girls with like chin hair and bo and like a non-binary situation.
You're gonna bang a whole lot of ones. Is what's
a whole
gonna
lot of
happen.
anime.
Oh,
fans.
yeah.
They've definitely been to some
Add
fucking.
them all up. Those ones
Yeah,
add
I'll
up
take
quick.
it. It's all about the numbers. That's all we need right
Yeah.
now.
nerd.
So I don't know.
They're all
I
gonna
think
be
this
over
was done
300 pounds.
before. Wasn't there like 100-man gangbang done back in the day too? Or is
Yeah,
this
well,
like
this was supposed to be in promotion for her 1,000 men that she's going to do,
Yeah, that's-
but I don't think that's going to happen now. That doesn't sound like it.
Gonna blow her
Jesus
brains out
Christ.
right after. There's no
where
way
does it
she
go for the
survives
poor
that.
girl?
Yeah, well, that's
I-
kind of my thing. I think she's probably in the middle of it, was having the realization like, nobody will ever marry me now.
I
I'm
don't
never going to
think-
dig a decent man. Like, I might be able to find a man, but he ain't going to be decent. You know what I mean?
as
Subliminal
someone-
got it right. Daytona 50. I don't know. He knew that quick. My man.
Daytona 50,
My
yeah.
man.
Shout out Subliminal Messenger. I don't think that, so as someone with the lady brain, I don't think that she had the realization in the process. I think it was after the fact when she's like discussing it and she says the words out loud, and then her brain has to hear those words and process that and then put it back into like, oh, I did that. That's what happened. And like you can see her like begin to like break and process it all in this like wave of emotion that comes across her face. It's insane.
The shame finally caught up with it. Like,
Right.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
She can go to India and find herself a good husband still, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't know. They're doing arranged marriages again over in India. So,
Yeah.
That's the way you got to do it. That's the only way to do it from now on.
yeah, I
Arranged
work,
marriages.
yeah, I work with a guy. And he went back to India to get married, I don't know, 8 months ago or so. And he never met his wife until he went back to get married. was
Oh,
all set
man.
by the
How
parents
did
and
she turn
whatnot.
out?
Actually,
She's that cute.
very pretty.
Looks
Actually, Indian girl. I was shocked. I was like, wow, this is an arranged
Look
marriage.
like the
huh?
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, my friend.
No, he definitely,
They
Come
right.
to me, please.
he
They
got the good
are-
end of that deal for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like they're accurately matched. Like they'll make cute kids.
For Jeets, yeah.
They're like, he's not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the good Jeets. He's a very quiet, timid guy, very clean, doesn't have a smell about him at all, which is odd because they always smell. But yeah, no, just he's actually a decent guy. No problems with him.
Yeah.
He's an anti-Jeet.
It's always good to me.
My
so-
kind of guy.
Yeah. He's like,
Those-
he's like he saw all the complaints people had about the Jeets and was like, I'm gonna not do any of that stuff.
No. Let me not be like that.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right. What was the other thing? Oh, we got Reef over there having to deal with the aliens and the drones and all that shit.
Yeah,
So
I
what's
mean,
going
what is
on
your
with that?
guys' theory on all this? Everybody's got theories. People are saying that it's Homeland Security, which I believe more it's our government running an op on us, or just running their new equipment, or it's that or it's aliens. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's one or
I
the
don't-
other.
I
Or
don't
it could be
think
both.
it's aliens.
It could be both.
I think it's a whole lot of fucking around, whether it's the government or a bunch of people with their fucking toys. Like, I don't know.
So all I can think of is is Joe, our neighbor in Jersey.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe
Yep.
with his 8 different fucking types of drones, all different sizes, all different specs. And whenever he was bored, or just a fucking every day, run that bitch all around the neighborhood. Got to see what's going on. I didn't admit. And shocker, he was a veteran. Shocker.
Yeah, but they're talking like 6 feet, like 6 feet wide, right?
Wingspans,
6 feet
yeah.
long. Yeah, they're talking drones here.
They're talking big ones, right? I
Yeah.
think the largest one he had was like a 18-inch one. Like that was the biggest one that he had.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that you have Amazon during drone deliveries. I don't know if it's launched in New Jersey. I don't know that. I haven't looked. I don't give a shit. I don't live in Jersey. Doesn't matter to me. Also, Amazon is doing deliveries by drone. I don't know if it's in New Jersey. I haven't
No,
looked.
I think that's what because I remember, like, I was talking to Legend about this the other day. I remember when they were trying to pass drone delivery, and then there was a problem with the FAA and the local, like the state wanted to own that airspace, and that could be something too.
But
Maybe
why
they're just
why
conditioning
scare
us.
everyone? Why
Yeah,
scare
yeah.
everyone? It doesn't
Why
make
just
sense.
Have them fly everywhere down the shore.
Don't
Yeah, and only at night. Like they're probably there during the day, but you can't see them.
You can't really see them during the day, yeah, because the lights and stuff. And the other thing is there's been a few of them. I know that you had shared it, Reef. The actual helicopter, right? Like the legitimate helicopter with the red and the green directional.
Yeah, they were trying to say
no
that was
lights
a
on it.
drone.
Like y'all are just dumb at that point.
Well, they're saying some of these things look like they're mimicking what like FAA like strobe lights on these planes are doing. Like they're almost like they're either back. It's almost like, you know, if you have an AI like generate a photo, like where it can almost get like a human, like a person correctly, but it like the fingers are fucked up. Like it could be something like that where they think they're getting what our airplanes look like correctly. Because why camouflage? You don't need to hide. We already have planes flying around at night.
Right.
So. True. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. If you believe the government, this is Iran launching these things from a mothership in the Atlantic Ocean.
How do they let that congressman talk and then like an hour later they're like that's backtracking? Totally like wrong, no, there's no fucking Iranian mothership.
Where's it coming from? It's like the mothership from the Avengers, and they're just
I'll tell you right now,
off that thing.
There's probably a mothership in the Atlantic Ocean because that guy, that's like the telephone game. That guy heard something that there's a mothership in the Atlantic Ocean, and his brain went, it's Iran, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just like, yeah, sure. Iran, they got a mothership.
It can't be aliens. Got to be Iran.
Yeah, everything's Iran these days.
I just don't understand the point of all of it. Like, I understand. I most likely it probably is DHS. Legend is right, and they're probably trying to work some kind of legislation through, or they're just conditioning us to just get used to drones everywhere.
I keep thinking about that dude's prediction, or that dude who had the software saying after the Trump Rogan. Prediction that there would be a quote unquote melee between you like so multiple sets of UFOs fighting each other in the sky, which that would make sense if there's our government sending drones up there because there's other drones that they have no clue what the fuck they are.
Right.
So it would look like 2 sets of drones are fighting each other.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they got these orb ones, and then people are saying that they match like the biblical references of these things and whatnot. They have like an eye in the center, and then you have these orb type things. Yeah.
How do you explain that?
That's the craziest part is nobody's explaining it. Everyone's like, it's not a
trying.
threat to us. Don't worry about it. They're just flying around. It's no big deal, right?
So
and then everyone's like, no answers, no cops, no FBI.
Yeah.
If the end game is for us to go to war with Iran, wouldn't it make sense that we say that Iran has a mothership under the ocean sending drones up? Wouldn't it make sense that we'd freak ourselves out enough to be like, we have to respond to this? Remember how we responded to that fucking weather balloon?
Bro, we were scared to go near it.
Drone balloon spy
that thing was just floating, like the slow was floating.
I was saying, New Jersey, pretty strict gun laws for the most part. Like, there's like,
you're just
if that was happening in the South, these drones are getting shot. At the very least, people are firing shots all over the place.
Oh yeah, they'd be done. They'd be done.
So that could be a reason why it's not happening in Florida, because I feel like it's kind of tracking the Bedminster area right now with Trump, where Trump's house is in Jersey. So like, maybe that's why it's not Mar-a-Lago right now.
Maybe. And then the other thing is like all the aerospace and military bases and everything else that's in New Jersey.
Yeah, we have two of the biggest weapons depots here in Jersey, Picatinny, and then the one down here down the shore.
Also the airport situation, also the fact that most of your freaking career politicos like live in that Jersey area. It's most of your college professors live in that area. That's like it's a big hub for people to live who have to like work in the city, who are CEOs and board members and yada yadas.
While they're not getting executed by by dudes, or they're hanging out.
Yeah.
Trump's just in a room with General Flynn and Cash Patel just running drones. Stop. I'll show these motherfuckers.
It is weird. It is weird that Trump and like Elon, like no one's saying anything about this. Like
even these things.
Even a lot of like the big UFO like content creators, like I don't see them talking about any of this shit.
Yeah.
See, I saw something like this when I was a kid in Long Beach Island. Like this is what I saw exactly when I was up on the roof on a beach house we rented one year.
So the other thing, I mean, it's not that time yet, and they definitely don't look like that. But isn't it the Perseid meteor shower?
Yeah, that ain't Perseoids though.
Yeah.
Just said I know.
Believe you me, I know a Perseoid when I see one.
If that was a random night and all this shit wasn't happening, people would just say that's a SpaceX like rocket reentry. Like that's
probably
So like the fact that it's, I don't know, that looks like X-Files shit right there. So I don't understand that versus like some of these drones, they look completely different.
Well, and have you guys ever seen any of the like China drone displays?
Oh yeah, they got like full on.
They can make dragons actually appear in the sky.
Right. Like
Project Bluebeam, man.
Yeah.
Basically.
So
here's some more footage out of Bedminster here. The hell is that thing?
That looks like a helicopter.
That is a helicopter.
That's a helicopter.
Yeah, that's a straight up helicopter.
Yeah, that's just
somebody trying to grift off the.
Yeah, because there's been other angles of this one specifically.
We should just dox that guy for trying to fake us out. Fuck him.
Being an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. Show me a real drone, bitch.
Like some of these people are like zooming in on these like high powered telescopes or cameras, and it just looks like orbs. It looks like as if you tried like looking at a star, like just plasma. Like it looks very strange.
Yeah, well, you're looking at an intense light source. That's all you're going to see is the round halo of the light. I've got plenty of high telescopes and spotting scopes and cameras around here. Try to take a picture of anything at night like that. It's just going to look like a big bright ball.
Yeah,
it's really
even with a fast shutter speed on your lens, it's still going to do the same thing.
Yeah, no,
just get the orb.
Yeah, it's tough at night because
I wouldn't be sleeping. I would not be sleeping. I'd be outside every day, every night, like Tony Soprano with the fucking
shotgun. With a cigar in your mouth.
Yeah,
I'll show you guys who are moving at light speed.
Catch these shells.
Right.
It's just an interesting thing. I just find it interesting that there's nothing people are panicking over. Like obviously all of Jersey's panicking over it. The governor's commenting on it. FBI's commenting, and you got no answer. Like that's really strange. I mean,
Or
that's
no
something
media. The
very-
media's not really talking about it. Like
No.
Well, now they're covering a little bit, but it's more like a joke. Like media, drones in New Jersey, come back at 6 and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and then at 6, like come back at 11.
Yeah.
The fact that they keep calling them drone, like it's very like specific wording of like, all right, we refer to these things as drones. Do not say UAPs or UFOs. Like it's very like across the board, everyone's referring to them as drones. So I don't. They're just trying not to scare people, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I mean, these things are flying over people's houses. Like
realize. He put up an article. That article's interesting too. I read that, and it's like banning certain technology and the new products for this proposed bill, and you can see that being part of the whole thing. I honestly think I've always thought from the beginning it's the state trying to monopolize the airspace here because they know the drones are coming, so they want to make some kind of regulation on it too.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's something to screw us out of more of our rights, is what it is.
Of course, yeah. Now
That
we
would
don't
be
have
fun.
air rights, bro.
Yeah,
if they're actually willing to like just scare people, like just to pass law, like that's
Bro, they brought down 2 towers to scare everybody, bro.
this
How
is
is
true.
Yeah, 3 towers. Yeah,
Fall
yeah.
out of
true.
sympathy. It didn't fall out of
they-
sympathy.
apparently it did though.
They've done more. So
Right?
They've done worse. Yeah,
Fucking Waco, Ruby Ridge, like
Yeah,
any of that shit in the
nonstop ops they'll
90s.
run on us. There's
Yeah.
no watch these
That's
things
what
start
they
firing
do.
soon.
So I think it's just I kind of think that you guys are kind of on the right trail, and usually you guys are because you're men. But the idea of them boogeymanning New Jersey with drones to limit the consumer availability of drones makes even more sense because at the same time we have the CEO shooter who supposedly had this ghost gun.
yeah,
A
Yeah.
ghost gun.
Yep, more different technology that they can kind of ban and trying to say
Right.
that
Well, they've been-
that whole
And
CEO
also,
thing is
at the same time that this kid gets picked up with such a very specific weapon, there is a bill in the Senate right now going up for those very specific things.
yeah. They've been trying to eliminate the 80% lowers forever. You know, the ghost guns.
That's exactly what it is. The
Can we-
80% lower. There's a bill in there right now for it.
Can we talk about the goddamn homo that ratted this guy out at McDonald's? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You calling the cops on him? Like,
We can switch gears. That was our next subject. Was going to be the shooter, the whatever. But yeah, the whole thing just stinks, man. Like we found him with a manifesto and a bunch of fake IDs and money. I'm like, get the fuck.
was
out.
he dressed the exact same way at the McDonald's, like with his hood up and
no,
everything?
he had a beanie on, bro.
It was only an hour and a half
Bro,
away.
do you know how much of a fucking crazy person you got to be to call the cops? And, like,
Like,
are you
I think I see this.
you're
shooter.
paying
Looks like
attention
every
that much?
Italian guy.
Like,
Yeah.
just worry about your shift, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Right.
like
Try not
Those
to
guys
forget
were
my
waiting.
fucking cheeseburger this time. Yeah.
But that was morning, so you know he's eating an egg McMuffin. That's
Oh.
the
Right,
last
yeah.
meal. If it's your last meal, you got to go egg McMuffin, double
Yeah.
egg.
Double. Yeah. Whatever happens, you know they're lying about
That
it.
it's
Correct.
just op after op being run early.
Oh.
This is we're not even there yet to inauguration day, so we're gonna go. They're going full fledged like ops for the next couple of weeks, I think.
think about that.
Oh, yeah.
That chick banged 100 dudes to try and get some clout on the same week aliens and this fucking CEO got fucking murdered.
I know her
Right.
mom's not a good manager.
Like,
Or she's the best. One of the two. I don't know, man.
man,
she almost caught up to a CEO killer.
like
That's
she's not
gonna disappear.
she's not number one on like Twitter or X, so like she's not like trending. Like, you know what I mean? It's got to be alien CEO. Like then maybe her.
Yeah,
Right.
she should have waited.
She definitely
They
should have waited a week.
Yeah, you got to wait a week. You can't be banging 100 dudes while a CEO is getting shot in point blank in
Like, let's-
Midtown Manhattan.
Let's be honest too. The type of dudes that would be willing to sign up for this not gonna be like, no, I ain't doing it if I gotta wait a week. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, right. Those guys are waiting years.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't care.
They'll stand in that line for a year. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm actually like intrusive thought, sort of interested to know like what was the process to be on the list of the 100 dudes? Like, did you pay
Contact
to
form
be
on her
there?
website.
Yeah, did
Yeah.
you just send an
It's like at
email?
the butcher counter, you get a ticket.
yeah, I'm
Now
pretty
it's
sure it was,
serving.
Was it
Yeah.
like a lottery of her OnlyFans subscribers?
What was it? What did you have to do?
What? Pull the butcher counter ticket. Now serving.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
I don't know. I'd assume there was some type of like send an email with your name, age, height, weight, fucking picture of yourself, whatever.
You can't charge.
You
Can't charge
about these little dudes. You know what I mean? She can be picky. Like, yeah,
can't charge for it, right?
I don't believe so. No, I think that'd be prostitution.
Oh no, I guess that would be prostitution. You could charge an application fee.
Yeah. Well, like charging
That's
100
a
dudes to bang in
loophole.
one night is no big feat. Prostitutes do it all the time. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
but no, I'd assume. Yeah,
you can pay with Venmo too. So I've heard.
Yeah, I'd assume she was being picky about looks and weight and stuff like that, just because she's a woman and she can. There's a bunch of decent, average to better looking dudes to be willing to line up in that line because they're all fucking simps and idiots. You know what I mean?
I don't know though. She looked like she saw some things though.
Yeah.
So, what did that room smell like? Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Yeah. They saw
like prom night.
saw a video of like a guy going in camera guy going in afterward and like looking around the room and gagging and shit. And it was horrible.
It looked a lot like the Jersey Shore hotels.
They asked
it looked like dudes was like finishing and just ripping over the condom and throw it on the ground and walking.
He asked her what she ate that day, and she was like, it was like a sandwich, some fruit, and then she just said, "Come." That was literally that's all she has in her stomach right now.
And then she was like, "It's not for the weak." And that's whenever you can see it begin to like break her brain, where she like starts getting emotional and has to like her eyes get welly, and then she's
yeah.
What about the 100th guy?
Bill's bathroom.
The 100th guy had to feel almost just as bad as her. Like,
oh yeah. So back to the shooter. Which shooter are we talking about, huh?
Yeah, which one?
If you refresh the bookmarks, I just added shout out Stacks Farmstead by the by for going semi-viral. Actually, I think that this counts as fucking viral. For going viral with his breakdown of the shooter situation. There you go, right there at the tippy top.
Yeah, they barely did an STD check.
Oh, you gotta click on it and then we'll read through.
Has your piss burned in the last 3 days? No? All right, no problem. Go ahead. Any discharge? No, but I think that this shooter story is going to disappear in a week. No one's going to care about it.
Yeah.
I think this is like, just think though, we found out more about this guy in less than 2 days than we still know about the Trump shooter, at all.
Yeah,
like we still know zero about the Trump shooter.
I don't even know anything about the second one. The one who
that one was just that one. He was just sitting there with a gun waiting to kill somebody, so it wasn't as important, right?
Well, all we found out about that second guy was that he's one of the like career protester types. That's what he does for a living.
It was like
this guy was just
fake person. Like
this guy was just was just rolled out perfectly, and then the left is just you got the left like fawning over this guy. Like it's like, oh my God, he's our hero and he's hot and he's he's an Italian dream. Yeah. Luigi. Yeah. Hey, it's me.
I don't get it. Yeah, there's a lot of these broken women like look at him like, oh yeah, he's a dangerous guy.
I like that meme when the guys, the Italian guys, they go, "What murder? What murder? He was a good guy."
What are you talking about?
He's the greatest guy around. What murder?
It's every grandma in an Italian neighborhood. What are you talking about? He's a good
kid. Don't worry about it. So he had a bad back. Listen, I had a bad back. Okay, I didn't go around shooting people.
Yeah, no, I got a bad back too.
I just did a ton of Percocets, and then went to Jack and Bill's with a handful of Percs.
I don't know what's scarier, like that someone just literally lost their like if you were a CEO right now, would you rather be like an actual hit or just someone like this completely random that just lost their shit? Like
there's no way that was a completely random dude who lost.
There's no way, but like it's
but like if you've seen the video,
Treadstone, bro.
No, that guy he walked up very calmly, fucking other people around didn't give a shit, just pops, very calmly turn around, walk, drop the backpack. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. He dropped this, he dropped that, but they caught him with the fucking murder weapon in his pocket. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I saw some security camera footage where it looks like he's dropping dropping something in some garbage like down the street. Like, so like why did he have everything still on? Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, so we got a
None of
video here. Let me.
And they just released like new shows like the
They're never gonna
Jackal,
let
which is
they're
based on
never gonna let this guy
assassins.
talk. He'll never talk.
Oh,
There's no way.
There's no that. He's gonna
Yeah.
either die in jail. They'll do what they did to that Boston bomber. Just make
Yeah.
sure that everybody thinks he's crazy and just lock him up.
Right.
Yeah. So here's the video.
This poor guy. Nice blue suit, faggot.
It is a very blue suit.
Yeah, he just so calm, walks up, kills him. There's people there, and he just
The eyebrows, it's so much wider of a gap in that photo on the right.
Oh yeah, they're definitely on the right hand
Than
side.
in his
definitely a
mugshot.
Yeah.
His mugshot does
Yeah,
not
the-
look like that.
he's like a unibrow at his mugshot.
Yeah, he's like a unibrow. Like
eyebrows don't grow in that quick.
No, they don't. But I mean, these are all the same people who got by fucking what is his name? Captain Dan, whatever, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa.
Yeah, that guy.
It took it took some super sleuth. I'm joking, but some super sleuth to be like, how does hair get so long in 24 hours? Let me dig into this a little bit.
Yeah, I saw Stax's comments here on this too, and he's right. It has to be some type of homemade suppressor because he's got to keep reloading. It's not cycling the pistol. So something's just preventing gas from.
All right, it was like the type of bullet was, it doesnesn't create enough pressure to.
Oh, okay. So he's using like a subsonic round then.
Subsonic, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you ever used the little 22 field and game rounds.
That's what they were saying. It probably was. Yeah.
Yeah, they're real similar because you got you use those in a bolt action because they're subsonic. They don't have much of a charge. We used to sit there and shoot those out of my buddy's window at his barn and just plink shit because there was no damage of it going through the barn and hitting anything else, And
he really did write on the bullets, right? Like he wrote something on the bullets. Was that a true story or was that just a fake?
I don't know, bro. This is the type of shit you have no idea anymore. Like,
yeah,
he wrote like, what did he write on the bullets? What were those 3 words he wrote? That was like TV show or something, like honor or whatever. Yeah, he supposedly wrote something on the bullet. That's like some old school mafia shit, bro. Writing in the bullets. It's impressive story. Langley really put something together this time.
Yeah, for sure.
I will murder Frank Drummond like Naked Gun. When everybody turns a Naked Gun, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, the words delay, deny, and possibly depose appeared on shell casings and bullets recovered from the scene in the shooting in New York City. So delay, deny, and depose. Also, wasn't the dude just like, wasn't he on a case for some, like in some legal case? The CEO?
Oh yeah, he had some kind of like insider trading thing he was doing. Supposedly the SEC were doing some kind of investigation about insider trading. But even like Legend pointed it out, it was only for like maybe less than $1 million. Like that's nothing compared to what these guys get hit with.
Yeah.
So like for him to get shot for that is like they're doing $20-30 billion schemes.
Maybe he knows other shit that he was going to make a deal like if he talks. I don't know. Like that's
the thing is, if I go down for $1 million, then they know I'm guilty for something. They're not going to stop looking, and then they're going to look at everybody involved, not just the group that went down for the small one, but now anybody that's connected to that. So it's like pulling the thread on the sweater. So
it makes no sense for a random person who had a bad experience with a back surgery
to snap like that.
It makes no sense.
Bro, pain management doctors are shitting their pants right now.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, the amount of people in America who deal with chronic pain and also shitty fucking medical loopholes that make their chronic pain situation worse, and or a medical system that ignores the source of their pain. Like, you definitely don't want all fucking 8 to 12 to 50 million of them fucking freaking out and snapping one day. You don't want that. I don't want that.
Imagine you went on TV for a few years pushing a experimental drug to stop a pneumonia like virus or a flu like virus. Like like that. I mean, if I was that guy, I would be nervous that something like this could happen to me from a random person.
I'll
For
tell you
sure.
what, the next day, all these guys were signing off on things. They were like, yep, approved. No problem. We're approving this guy. Sure.
You better
no
green
problem.
light everything that comes through in the next calendar week.
Whatever you need, sir.
Yeah.
Where do you
Ugh.
think someone like Fauci is right now? Like, where do you think he's hiding?
Oh, he's chilling. He's
Fuck
hanging out right now with some lady boys in Thailand.
Yeah, he's
Probably sitting.
1000%.
He's probably sitting in the research facility where the beagles are kept, and just like listening to the sound of whining beagles, like we would listen to like jazz on a record player, and like sipping tea. The sound of science. I love it. The sound of science.
Well, he had a back problem. He had a back problem.
It's understandable.
If you just wear a mask, double mask, the back
Yeah.
problem goes away.
I'm sure he's probably in a non-extradition country right now, hanging out. If I had to guess.
Oh, they're all, but nothing's gonna happen
100%,
with
yeah.
him. Fauci's one of the
Yeah.
guys that
No,
untouchables.
he was Trump's boy, man. I don't know. That's
yeah,
one of the.
that's what I'm saying. It was
one of the reasons I-
No, what murder?
I don't know. By the end of it, he started calling "I hate Tony." Like he
Yeah.
definitely did not like Tony by the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think you could spend that much time with dealing with Anthony Fauci in that capacity and come out liking him. I just don't
Is there
think so.
any real politician you can probably spend? Maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene would be awesome to have drinks with. And what's the other one?
Maybe.
The other smoke show. What's her name?
Who's the one that just
Lauren Boebert.
Boebert. Oh yeah,
Boebert.
she's having a great
South
time.
Carolina
Love
chick,
to be
what-
in a movie theater with her.
Who's the South Carolina one?
Colorado. She's Colorado.
Oh, Nancy Mace.
Nancy Mace. Yeah, she.
Nancy Mace. Yeah,
she
yeah,
gets
she's
wild too. Yeah, she gets wild. All the MAGA girls. This is what's gonna happen. We have a pendulum swinging. They were like the liberals were whores, and now it's gonna come back to conservative. The conservative whore pendulum is there too. Like it swings like this. It's all coming back this way now, conservative. So that's the new
Yeah.
grift.
Oh yeah. I don't.
MAGA girls are out there now. I mean, that's a good grift to have now. We got a big swing in the country. Put on
Yeah.
an American bikini and you're good to go.
What's that?
You
What's
just say
that chick
MAGA.
from the Young Turks? All of a sudden, she's
Oh, Anna Gasparian.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
She went full, like, she's
Yeah.
turning sides now. She said, I almost got raped by a bum, but I don't think that happened. I think she just realized the grift is coming. The griftening is turning now.
I mean,
And it's time to pick a zone.
I'll give
Follow the
Anna
money.
Kasparian that maybe it did not happen at the time that she comes out and says that it happened, but you can't be that, like, you can't be Anna Kasparian living where she lives, doing what she does, and also live in this fucking hellscape and come out unscathed. Like, that
Yeah.
doesn't happen. You've definitely been accosted at a meeting. You've definitely been accosted at a party. You've been accosted at the fucking subway, and you're not allowed to say anything, fucking privileged white bitch. You're not allowed
Yeah.
to say anything
she think
about
she
it.
is?
Shut your
4
mouth.
years
take
ago, she
the-
was like, "Oh, that poor bum. It's not his
Yeah.
fault. He wants to rape me." Like
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
she's like, "Wait a minute, that was
Yeah,
fucked up."
Hold
back
on
then."
a second.
She's
Yeah.
been on
Yeah.
this trajectory for a while. She's slowly been creeping right for well over a year now.
They all that whole show, the Young Turks, just all of a sudden they're
Well,
either
that's
following
like-
the money or they've been lying this whole time. Like just
I've never
know.
watched the Young Turk show. Like,
I just
never
watch
watched
watched
I just watch clips on like they're on conservatives posts on Twitter like
Yep.
look
Yeah.
at look at Cenk being a fucking idiot. Like
I've only ever seen things that make chunky yogurt look like absolute shit. And he just wants to know what it's like to fuck a horse. And that's all I
clip
know.
of Alex Jones like just
Oh yeah, when he raids that
yeah, that's so
he-
funny.
he- Jimmy Dore was in that clip too. It was Jimmy Dore and Cenk, and he just raids them, and you could see Cenk just like Cenk looked like when like an old person, somebody goes into, oh my god, who is this person? Like he sounded like such a bitch. Like it was not even like a man-to-man thing. He was just like clutching his pearls, like, you believe this? This guy's here.
Yeah.
That guy's made a shit ton of money though in the last 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I think the Young Turks are just following the grift. They were making a lot of money off the left, so they were that hard left, and then they slowly made that transition to the right, where they're a little less left, and then now they're grifting off the right. You know,
It's like
I think
Anna made
we
a
should
comment.
start moving left. We should start moving left. Now.
Just get ahead of
That's
it.
Get ahead of
Yeah.
the story right now. We'll start
Ew.
showing up with. I'll just show up in drag for every podcast from now on. It'd be great.
All these people on the left that go right, they're going to be wearing MAGA hats when Trump inevitably, puts everyone in camps. So, hey,
I'm your host, Arifa.
We don't support this anymore. No.
Right. Oh. Yeah, if I wasn't sick, I'd be wearing a suit for you guys tonight. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What's
man.
that about? Coming here with the Haram Life t-shirt.
No, that's
the best look.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
I got a large, and it looks like a medium on me, like a European medium right now.
Yeah, this is a large also.
It's so funny that you said that, because this morning I literally said the same thing when I went to go look at a shirt. I was like, dude, are these European like sizes? Like, where did we get these from? Because they shrank immediately, like 3 sizes.
One wash, and I had a belly shirt.
Yeah,
perfect.
I felt like
brand
like
launch.
Ezekiel Elliott, like warming up, like.
Well, good
My
thing
new
nobody's
liberal brand. From here
from the
down.
shoulders up. Yeah, you're good. You can wear your belly shirts.
I'm trying to convince my girl I lost weight. I'm like, what do you think? Just flexing in it.
Looks good.
It looks good. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, dear.
I lost so much weight, my shirts are getting tighter.
Yeah.
Just
I grew taller.
Yeah. Oh man. What else is on the agenda tonight? What are your guys' thoughts on what's popping off in Syria right now? Finally overthrew
This was always the plan, right?
Syria was always been the plan.
Yeah. I think this is it. I mean, it's pretty sick that we have ISIS in charge and are supporting them now. It's pretty cool.
God bless.
Yeah, we funded that whole overthrow of Assad, and and it's a combination of the Taliban and ISIS.
You know what's funny is I watch the MAGA grifters now go, ISIS didn't exist until Obama. Like, well, let's do the history here. It's existed since the 70s. We just changed the name for them for the last 30 years. We keep changing. We went from Al Qaeda, El Nusra, El this, El that, and then we go, now it's ISIL, and then it's whatever. It's back to ISIS now. We made it back to ISIS.
What's the reasoning for us supporting this though? Like, what's the middle? How's it working? How does it work in the Middle East?
So Israel can take the Golan Heights and all. That's pretty much their land that they've always wanted for the greater Israel. That's pretty much what it is.
Syria's also Assad was also a big ally of Iran and Russia, so we had to break that up for some reason. Like Russia's some sort of actual threat to us.
But if you're a QAnon guy, it's the plan. Israel's last. Save Israel for last. That was the QAnon plan. It's all part of the plan. We need QAnon back, bro.
I mean,
remember us during the pandemic, Chato? We were like we knew it was all fake, but we were so buying into it.
That boat coming in, bro. That boat coming into New York City. I was like, Hillary's about to go into that prison ship right now. Like,
they're filling that up with prisoners.
Ship that was brought in.
Yeah.
But they get used.
Yeah, they were like, everybody, that's it. They're taking away the child traffickers now. I was like, wow, it's going down. The whole time I knew it was fake, but I wanted so badly to believe it.
Like hope in there. Yeah, you're like,
just refreshing Twitter constantly. Like, what did they get him yet? Like,
I was on the actual 4chan boards, like reading and like going deep into it. And I was like, wow, this is just insane. Bro,
some of the stuff made so much sense.
I know. I was believing everything.
They just
sprinkled
enough bullshit. Yeah, enough bullshit to make it look like complete. Idiot shit. Like,
I can't even watch Tom Hanks anymore.
Nah, to be a good op though, it's got to be believable enough. You know what I mean? It was genius. I don't know what the fuck it was actually about, what they were doing, what the end game is.
QAnon.
I had that shit too.
There was an app.
There was a QAnon app. It was like Q alerts or something like that.
I missed that one.
You get your drops right to your phone, and we all waited. It was like boom, QAnon drop, and Q plus was definitely Trump. Look at him, he's winking and he's drawing a Q. And
that was the best stuff. It was the little like he's just a fidgety man. Like they're like, oh, that's an intentional hand signal.
Yeah, I honestly think maybe the whole Q thing was Trump just trying to distract everybody from how shitty he was actually doing with certain things. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't draining the swamp. He'd be, the whole COVID thing was going to shit. And he was just like, I don't know, man, just give these people this nonsense to distract them with.
It was going on like a couple years before COVID. That's when it really started. Yeah. And then like right when Trump got in, and it was like, oh, Hillary's already been indicted. This was what they were saying. Like everything's done already. The first indictment is going to shock the world or whatever. But it
even,
was
like, there's so many like little things though. Like
there was a lot of truth in there.
Like you saw that clip of Hillary. Like it looks like she's getting like pushed into that van, like as if she has cuffs on her legs and her hands, bro. Like as if she's cuffed. So like there was like so many little things that were like, bro, she
that's how
actually
you
may
do
be
it.
arrested. Like
that's how you do it. You sprinkle a little truth into it. And you follow, and they did wake up a lot of people to, like, you know, the Vanderbilts and the Rockefellers. So a lot of people got woken up by all this stuff, and because there was a lot of truth into it. But like people didn't want to know. People just wanted to believe the Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts were just trafficking children, and they don't want to tell you the story of how they pretty much took over the schooling system in America. You know, like we didn't go that deep.
World,
we
really,
just went to child trafficking, and that's it. Like they didn't tell you how Rockefeller set up pretty much the largest network of information and spying that the world's ever seen, and it ended up turning into the CIA. And you know, we got surface level stuff, which child trafficking is huge, don't get me wrong, but that's what we got.
But maybe that's tell us how these three families run the whole world.
Yeah.
Kash Patel is pretty much insinuating something like that when it comes to like the JFK shit, where there's so much other stuff that is tied into that's why it can't be released. Like where like there's so many other dominoes that will fall if the JFK files like actually get released. Which like,
oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's good, but like that could be the end of our country. Like, if I think we've done some sketchy shit. I think everyone's well aware that we've done some sketchy shit, but
I mean,
you know, don't say the quiet part out loud to everyone.
And also think about it. If you're a leader, I've said it on our show. If you have all this information on powerful people, I'm going to continue to use it to blackmail you. Why would I give it to the American people?
Hopefully you're,
you
if you think you're one of the good guys, I could actually use that for, you know, appropriately. Like,
it's all right. We'll let this diddler run around a little bit more. It's okay. But he'll go our way when we need him.
If I'm Trump, I have a dead switch though on me. Like figure out everything gets released if I get taken out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of these people have something like that. Have a dead man switch on them. I'll tell you though, man. I learned how shitty our government was at a very young age, having been Army Special Operations, basically being the government's hitman overseas and stuff. Like, it's just you really learn like, wow, all this is bullshit. At like 20 years old, I was like, this is all just complete bullshit, huh? We
need to get you on the Sean Ryan show.
On the
He's
what?
Got a bunch of those Sean Ryan. Who's that guy? Is that his name, Sean Ryan? That Rogan had on. He has all special ops guys on his show all the time.
Is that bald white guy?
Yeah, the bald white guy. He's always got special ops guys on his show. But those guys are not talking like you. They're like
those guys are much higher up levels than I was. Yeah, I was entry level. And I still
you can see them talking, but when they talk about like killing people overseas, you can see they really liked it.
Yeah,
they were like, yeah, fucking great, bro. We walked in there and just fired everybody up. I was like, oh,
to live that lifestyle, to like a Ranger or Delta guys or anything like that, to do it for any extended period of time, you have to be a certain type of person like that gets off on the thrill of all that. Yeah,
or like, are you a different at that point though? Like, something just snapped?
Oh yeah, no, I've lots. Yeah, I've known lots of guys that, like, you know, they kept volunteering for deployments to Afghanistan, made 9-10 trips over. They came back after a certain number and
they're not the same person.
Yeah, eyes are empty.
Twice if you're safe.
Yeah. Right, because does everyone have that in them, that capability to, like, if you just do it enough?
No, there's plenty of people. You'd be surprised how many people will never pull the trigger on the battlefield, even though they're being shot at. That's a big thing in the military, is the amount of people that will actually cannot bring themselves to pull the trigger. It's a much larger percentage you would think, probably over 50, which is why these small, highly trained units are so important.
Yeah, and which is also why the idea of warfare is no longer reliant on human versus human.
Right, because you just can't get enough people together to willing to do the things that need to be done. But yeah, no, like I said, most of the guys I knew that came back after multi-years and multi-deployments, like they're just dead. They're dead eyes. They're not the same person I knew 4 years before. You know what I mean? They're not.
They're not the guy that left for the tour.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's usually around the fourth one.
Yeah.
It's usually around the fourth one where that happens.
You know how Trump says they're going to deploy the special forces to get the cartels? How long do you think special forces can take out the cartels?
Depends on who you send and how you equip them. But like, Delta guys or like SEALs, that could easily. I mean, I
Easy,
don't
right?
know because the cartels have a lot of these guys working for them and training their people.
Yeah.
So
That's
I don't know.
That's so crazy.
The
I don't
entire
know the
Mexican
people
government
now.
would have to be in on it. Like it would, but
Yeah, I mean, if
the
cartels have the money,
cartels in bed with them as well.
Yeah.
So like, who?
the
Right.
cartels have the money for the weapons and the training and stuff. I mean, you know what I mean? So I don't know how deep that goes, how well our government actually trained these people and how many of our resources are actually lent to them at any given point in time, you know?
Well, and then we also have situations like the previous dealings with previous presidencies where we run guns down there and they bring drugs up here and we just don't say nothing as we're passing each other on the fucking Arizona highways. Which is a lot more detailed than that, but everybody knows that. But
Yeah.
there's
Like-
those types of situations where is it really the cartel or is it like a cartel and the same thing
Alphabet
we
boys,
do
yeah.
the same thing we do in the Middle East with the
It was,
ISIS.
it was playing ball. Like
Yeah, exactly. Like how much of it are we aware of? And I think
all
that's
of it.
what would make it, that's what would make it difficult to actually go in. But assuming it's just the cartels and we have like, I don't know, probably half a dozen teams to send in, probably like a month it'd be over.
Yeah, realistically, yeah. So sending the right groups in
Yeah.
properly equipped with
Give
hey,
them
man,
like a week or
with
two to
free reign,
figure out where
you know,
everybody is and what needs to be done. Yeah.
loosen the rules of engagement, give them free reign to do what they got to do, and yeah, they
what you
could
gotta do.
probably
this,
wipe
this
it
is
out.
this is what Putin thought.
Yeah.
It's exactly what Putin thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next thing
He
you know,
didn't. Well, and the other thing with like, okay, I know where you're going with that. And he would have been fine. He would have been fine had he not have accidentally picked Ukraine, which had is 10 years in the making. The situation, this war
yeah.
with Russia, this fucking defense of Ukraine,
Well, this is why he
funneling
did it.
all of this money
yeah, exactly.
10 years in the making,
Yeah.
right?
But this is why he attacked Ukraine because he needed his warm water port in the peninsula.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, like, I understand why he did it, but I don't. Do you think that he did what he's doing knowing that we're just going to print money to launder through back to Biden?
Yeah.
Do you think that Vladimir knew that that was the.
yeah,
that was
he's
the
not even
answer?
he's not giving all of his resources to this war.
No, I know he's not. Otherwise, it would be over.
I'd be willing to bet that he's in on the whole thing. He's getting
He's
kickbacks.
probably draining it.
So like I've seen that for a long time now that this is like not even like the actual like Russian military, like the good, like their special forces. Like
no, they're not. They're sending out like
they're sending all the old tanks,
Yeah.
all the old helicopters and shit.
Yep.
Like
yeah, of course. He's
All the
not
stuff they
dumb.
can afford to lose. Yeah, all the stuff that's getting decommissioned anyway.
Bunch of prisoners that are probably going to die anyway. Go out there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Russia.
Yeah, you make it back
do
up
this for the mother Russia.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what though, this is
with
how
you.
you get people to want to fight for you though. Like because they've been shit on as a country by majority of the world right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It would be hard to get something like the regular Joe Schmo to fight for the United States right now in a draft for a war that you don't want. Like Russia, no problem. Those people, they've been getting shit on for the past few years.
Yeah.
No, and they love Putin, man. They love that guy.
So one of two things is happening here in my mind. I could be wrong, but this is the way I see it. Either one, Putin's in on this and he's getting a kickback and a lot of this money getting funneled into going back to him, or some of it. He's getting a percentage, or he's just going to keep throwing his garbage tanks and helicopter shit that he doesn't need at this slowly and drag it out, hoping we collapse our economy, just pumping so much money into this. One of the two things. I don't know which one it is.
Lead us out. Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like, I'll just keep dragging this out with the most minimal of our resources until they bankrupt themselves doing this. You know what I mean?
Imagine this is just a Ponzi scheme or whatever for like Trump. This was Trump's idea before he left office. He was like,
right,
Vlad, got a great way to make money. Like, make a deal. We'll get money pumped into Ukraine. We'll have shipments dropped, crates of money. I go 50-50 with you when I get back in.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then Trump can come in and shut off the money press and look, I fixed the economy.
It's just crazy how we just hired a bunch of neo-Nazis 10 years ago to overrun that country. And then we're sitting here going, oh, all these anti-Semitic people. Like we had little neo-Nazis that we trained and set up for this very moment that happens last year. And then we're like, everybody's like, oh, we can't be anti-Semitic. Meanwhile, we literally funded everybody.
Yeah.
that was the entire idea of it.
Yeah.
Well, we're all
Well-
anti-Semitic, aren't we?
Edward Barber, there is no giant people, but we have giant hearts. Okay.
Weren't there giant people in Afghanistan or Iraq? Like,
That's one of the famous stories, right? There was a giant in Afghanistan. You ever heard that story? Yeah.
I've seen the giant. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Stop.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, no, stop.
Bro.
His name was Daryl, and it was in his bunk bed.
Yeah, the boy, this guy I knew from Alabama back. It's Daryl. Guy was
Code
huge.
name Mandingo.
Yeah. I'm 5'7", you know what I mean? At 6'7", he's a giant.
The Kandahar giant, is that the one? The
Yeah,
Kandahar.
the Kandahar giant. That's one of the famous stories that gets brought up all the time.
Yeah,
I've
well,
heard
there
it
was
like
giants
7
in the
different versions of the same story.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, there was giants in the Bible, so why not? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what David killed with his slingshot.
Well, I believe there was giants. I mean,
Why not?
Why not? Right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
believe anything. I'm open to any conspiracy. I am conspiracy, theorist, open like
Enthusiast.
to enthusiast. Yeah, whatever. I'm conspiracy curious, as they
If
say.
someone like the Big Show like ended up way back then, they would have called him a giant.
Yeah,
Like an actual
100%, bro. Can you imagine like the little
Andre
people in
the Giant.
Peru, bro?
Yeah.
I would be a giant in Peru, bro.
Or like Yao Ming, you know what I mean? Like just
Yeah, Yao Ming. That's another one.
Yeah.
Yao
Like,
Ming was
it's-
created in a lab, wasn't he? Wasn't he
No.
like a lab grown? Didn't they take like 2 different people and make him to be a giant?
No.
Bro, look that up. Somebody check me.
Oh,
Did I just hear a smoke alarm?
I just heard a smoke alarm.
Did I just hear a smoke alarm, bro? Is
Yeah, we have
Daryl
a
still living
plan.
with you, bro?
I got a button. I got a chirp button.
Oh, okay.
I do that every once in a while to throw people off. What the fuck?
That was hilarious.
Oh, but yeah, back to what we were talking about with giants. I'm just kind of in that area right now of my life. That the government says something doesn't exist, it probably exists. That's just
Yeah.
where my mind, Government's like, no, there's no such thing as giants. Well, then there's probably giants. I don't know.
I mean,
According to the Sydney Morning Herald, Yao Ming, the basketball giant, made in China by order of the state.
see?
Sir, what?
I'm gonna
I
need to
told
be
you.
sent this article.
Written by Reef Leader.
Yeah.
This is written in 2006. This is back whenever he got signed to the fucking Rockets.
This is the type of shit we gotta start putting articles like this on the website for.
Yeah, you
people
could
to
do it now
next.
on X, bro. You can write articles on X. We should definitely team up,
Alright.
Chato, and start writing
Click that
articles.
link I
Just
just
we
put
gotta
in
do
there
In where?
in the Rumble chat.
Yeah, he was made in China. I'm telling you, he was like a product of like
I just imagine
IVF or something.
two people just getting fused together at a young age.
The little midget from Game of Thrones was
Yeah.
my demon.
Oh my goodness. That's the most craziest thing I've learned all week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
Chato, we
where's-
were talking right before the show. Like, I started watching this new, I don't know if you saw the commercials for it on Netflix, like Black Dove or whatever. It's like a Keira Knightley spy show.
I don't think I've seen that.
So we're watching, me and my girl. It's so interesting. The first 20 minutes, then 2 dudes start banging. Just out of nowhere. Just 2 dudes started banging. It was
Always
like,
gotta happen.
Yep.
Like no context. It just
I mean, the guy was gay. And he
Yes.
just met. He was a gay guy, and then he met somebody at a bar, and then they just started banging. Like, it had no point. To
right.
the
It
whole
would
story at
actually be
all.
really funny if they just showed a gay scene, but like had literally nothing to do with the show. Like not
I
even
mean,
two characters that are involved in the show. Just
I can see that. That happened with this other show, like this based on the Yakuza mob on HBO. They had one character that was gay, had nothing to do with the whole storyline. One scene was like a straight up porn scene, gay porn scene. It
just
had
had to
nothing to
have
do
it.
with. They just threw it in there, and it's like, okay, and it was like
just like
graphic too. And it was like,
the end of the season, you're like, what the fuck
Yeah.
was that from the first episode?
yeah,
That was never explained.
It's like every TV show nowadays has to have just random gay sex scenes or some shit like that, and a transgender person for no reason. It's
yeah.
it is
Just
no way
walks in
relevant to the storyline, but they got to throw them in there.
Yeah, no, it was unbelievable. It was like literally 20 minutes in, and the guy meets another guy at a bar, and he's like, "Well, if you meet me in my room in 20 minutes," and it's like, they start banging, and that's it. And then it goes on to the next scene, and you're just sitting there like in shock, like
We could have done
what
without
the fuck
this.
did I just watch?
Oh.
Your brain just can't process what just happened.
Man, I miss network TV. They never showed shit like that on network TV.
Bro, bring
Bro,
me what was that New
Network
York Undercover
TV
any day of the week, bro.
Right?
I'll take SVU too. I love SVU.
Oh, I never watched any of those shows, but still, I don't know, man. Like, at least they couldn't show gay sex on network TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. They couldn't even imply it.
Right.
Well, I mean, even further back in the day, you couldn't even have a man and a woman sitting like on the same bed or holding hands, like back in like black and white
Imagine
TV.
Columbo like finding a trans murderer. So
I
you
love
say,
I love
uh,
Lucy. I love Lucy. They were in separate.
They had separate beds.
Yeah.
Oh, Dick
Yep.
Van Dyke has
Also-
separate beds too.
Yep,
Yeah.
and also I Love Lucy almost didn't make it because of miscegenation. Like
What do
they
you mean?
almost didn't let the show happen because Lucille Ball, white woman, Desi Arnaz, Hispanic man, Puerto
Oh.
Rican or whatever he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Fucking
almost-
Desi Arnaz was just banging everything walking through there. He was the man, bro. He was Cuban Pete over there.
Right.
He like was the head of the Roomba club and everything. Desi Arnaz was swinging
He was
dick
the
back
man.
in the day, bro. There's no way around it. And you had I Love Lucy just being all wacky, like with her stupid faces. What are you doing, Ricky? It's okay, Lucy.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
That's actually like not like you think about it. The fact that show existed back then, like
Such a good show.
what,
It is
but like
well
what,
written, though.
but with a Hispanic like
And a white
man,
woman,
like,
yeah.
that's actually like
Yeah.
It was groundbreaking.
Mothers covered their
now-
children's eyes. Don't look at this.
Right. Yeah.
And now every
Don't
other
this
you ever
show's
commercial-
so fake. This could never happen.
Yeah.
every other commercial is some mixed family if it's not some gay family. Like
We try to find the normal white guy in every commercial. It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
oh yeah, you can't find
No,
Not
that.
anymore.
Yeah,
Normal
they're
white guy.
always they're always a gay white guy,
And they're
That's it.
always cucks too. Like they're always being how stupid they are. They're always doing dumb shit. The white guy, like
Yeah,
the wife's
always
always got to
embarrassing.
tell her like how it is. Like, oh,
At what point is it like that? Like you're being racist now by forcing it? Like that's what it feels like. It feels like they're
Yeah.
trying to force it. Like you're not like why? Why are you doing that? Why are you going out of your way to not put white
To-
people in things?
To disenfranchise white people,
Yeah,
to
just-
make you feel annoyed, to take away TV from you, to take away any little
Very-
bits of joy
yeah,
you
just
might
bring
have.
out the fucking leprechaun. Like I would want to see a Lucky Charms commercial with the leprechaun again. I don't want to see an interracial married couple sitting there eating fucking poison and going, yeah, isn't that great? And the husband looking all stupid, like,
That's
"Meh."
delicious.
Yeah,
I
man.
just- or even but think about that. The leprechaun, like for Lucky Charms, or like the Fighting Irish for Notre Dame, like those type of things don't get canceled. But like, God forbid the Chiefs do the tomahawk before their game. The fans,
No,
Right.
they can't have
Oh
it.
yep, not allowed.
Yeah, didn't they change the Cleveland Indians name? Aren't they something else now?
The Guardians, bro.
Guardians.
Guardians, yeah.
Yeah.
Gayest
Yeah, the
name ever,
Redskins
too.
are now the Commanders.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the other one.
The
I heard
Commanders.
the tribe that their logo used to be based off of. They want
They want the
that
Redskins
to
back.
come
Yeah.
They want it
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
It was it was good branding for us. People weren't talking about us otherwise. Don't throw us in the shadows again. That's how
No.
most of the tribes feel about it.
What's worse?
Yeah.
What's bad is that it's the white people that ruin all this shit.
Yeah,
They're the
it's-
ones.
Specifically the white
Yeah, white women. It's white women are responsible
college
for all of
educated
this.
white women.
Responsible for all of this.
Yeah.
Look
They
at
should be
Spike
barefoot.
Tyson's comment. He's pretty right about that.
What's that?
Yeah. I was-
Just because everyone is fucking gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
you,
of
you guys
commercials-
all got to come to the Grifties next year. Me, Psych, and Rudy the Vet. We all hung out at the Grifties. It was a great time. I sat on the table with Rudy and Psych at the Grifties. It was a great time, man.
That sounds like
Shout
a
out
good
to
That
those
does
guys.
sound like a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. We had a really good time.
That's
Laughing
the
our
one
asses off.
in March, right? In Jersey.
Yeah. Yep.
Jersey and-
Bree Fleeta will be performing at the Grifties this year.
That's
You
right,
see
you get
me
to
on
present
stage
this
this year. Yeah, that's right. I'm presenting.
Exciting.
That's
Ugh,
right.
gotta go back to Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a comeback, bro. Are you
Yeah.
allowed?
Yeah, I'm
There's
allowed.
not going to be any children around, so you're allowed.
Yeah, I'm allowed. Yeah.
Do you know
I'm
what
good.
you're presenting?
No, not yet. Not yet.
They probably just draw him out of a hat right before the show.
Yeah.
Podcast of the
Randomly.
year. Podcast of the year. You know what to do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say,
Yeah, I
and
had
the
to win it
winner for the podcast of the year, the Haram Life.
No way.
On behalf of the Haram Life, I would
No,
You're gonna
seriously,
hear
I will
one
have to make
clap from the
these
all
goals.
black crowd. Chato's the only one doing
I'll be
the
there. I'll be there.
stand
Yeah.
Yeah.
clap. Woo!
Yay!
Oh
We
man,
made it.
good times.
Yeah, but the
Oh.
Grifties should be a good time this year. Hopefully, everyone come up for that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I know I watched the one last year, and I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely an event I have to make my ass get to.
All right. So in true Haram Life fashion, before we close the show out, so who do you guys think we're late enough in the season now? What do you think the Super Bowl is going to look like?
Ooh.
Ooh. I think it's gonna be Chiefs, 100%.
Yeah, it's going to be cheap. It should be
I
the
think
Bills.
it's already
gonna be-
written, and probably the Lions.
Yeah, everybody wants to see the Bills and the Lions.
Yeah.
But I think you're
That's-
going to get what I think you're going to get, and hopefully for me is the Chiefs and Eagles.
What didn't they say? There's like already predetermined color schemes for all these Super Bowls. Remember that conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What's
yeah.
the colors like this year? Let's look up the Super Bowl colors this year. Just look up Super Bowl logo 2025. Chiefs. I think it's going to be Chiefs. and
I
Lions.
think it's just going to be the Chiefs because there's been too many things that it feels like
They've
they're
just
not.
went
It feels
through
like they're not good enough to close games out right now. That it's very blatant that they're getting some help.
All right.
Looks
Well,
like some green and some red.
it looks like
green and red.
Yeah.
purple,
Eagles, Chiefs.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
purple, green,
There's one that's
and
purple
black,
and green and
then
black.
there's one that's like a red and like a Seahawks green.
It's
almost.
green though, red and green.
Yeah.
Mm,
Red
don't
and
think
green.
Seahawks have a
Eagles, Chiefs. Eagles,
Yeah.
Chiefs. There you go.
yeah.
There you have
I
it.
honestly, the Super Bowl everybody wants to see is the Bills and the Lions.
Those
You know,
lines would be unreal.
That would be
Yeah,
a
that
phenomenal.
would be-
You're
And
not
it's
going
in
to get
New
it.
Orleans this year.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Bills
Ooh,
lines too.
I
And
think
whoever
people-
wins that game, people would be like, you're not going to be mad unless you're a Bills or Lions fan, obviously. But like,
Right.
it's
Nobody's
two franchises that haven't won shit. Like,
And they're all Andy Reid fans.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a Chiefs thing. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's the thing is like it's whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
we can't have that. We can't have that. I'm sorry.
I'd like to see the Eagles there as an Eagles fan, but you know.
They've won enough.
I'm a Packers fan now.
Eagles won one.
I've left the
What
Jets.
won the first
Yeah.
time in franchise history.
Just,
Would you
just
say you're a Watch
that
fan?
that wasn't a catch that one in the end zone, back of the end zone. By the way, in that Super Bowl.
So we went to watch the Super Bowl when it was the Chiefs versus the Patriots. We all went to Chato's house and Legend showed up.
Eagles, Patriots.
Eagles, Patriots, and Legend showed up with the what's his name? The Vince Papale
Vince
jersey.
Papale.
Oh, was that Unbreakable?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Unbreakable.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good movie. I want to hear it.
God forbid Belichick plays Malcolm Butler that game. God forbid.
Yeah.
He's still stewing over it.
Nick Foles of all people put up like 40 some points in your ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then
we
he
don't
didn't
talk-
do
yeah,
anything after that.
It's all right. Hey, you guys got one. That's fine. You have to get one eventually.
We'll
Yeah,
save it for our
exactly.
sports show, Chato.
Yeah. I want Tom on the sports show next episode.
Oh,
You can
On
take
again,
it.
off again sports show.
yeah. That's like me
Oh,
with sports. I'm on again, off again. I'm on and off again. I couldn't even tell you what's been going on with the Eagles all year. I looked it up earlier. I was like, oh, hey, they only lost 2, so they're like, what, 12-2 right now?
hey, they got Saquon. He's living the dream right now in Philly.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, it's been a little over an hour, and I'm sick as shit, so I think it's time to call tonight.
All right.
We really appreciate you guys coming out. Tell everybody real quick where they can find you before we go.
Oh, you can find us everywhere at the Haram Life. That's Instagram, even on TikTok, even though we don't post that much, and on Twitter, the Haram Life. You can catch Chato at _El Chato. And we're on every other Wednesday night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Catch us live in the chat. Join us, joke with us, love us, learn us.
Buy a
Go-
shirt.
Go meet.
Buy a
Blake.
shirt. TheHaramLife.com. Buy a shirt.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah,
you can
they're
look
nice
as handsome as Tom looks right now.
Yeah, I can attest. They're
great.
actually very nice quality shirts. It's
They're
real
good
soft and
quality,
comfortable.
they're
Yeah.
soft,
Yeah,
You get
just
yourself a shirt. It makes you look jacked instantly.
be careful
Yeah.
when you wash it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Careful when you wash it. Don't wear it around the ladies. They'll
Right.
attack
No,
you.
it's definitely get you laid shirt.
Yeah, the ladies love it.
Yeah, but come and thank you everybody in the chat that came out today too. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
So so that's it for us. Emily will be back Friday
Yes, I'll be back Friday
for her Monday
morning
show.
room.
We'll be back Sunday again.
Yes, Sunday we'll be
for
back
our Catholic episode. So but yeah.
All right. Great job tonight, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thanks for viewing, and we will catch you all later.